G'day and hi, this is Julie. Welcome to my channel and welcome to Margarete Miller. Doesn't it come around quick? I can understand why some people choose not to do the weekly challenges. Yeah, it's like I can't believe how quickly it comes around. And I'm sort of later than I normally do it. I've just been totally distracted with other things. Okay, so let's get on with it. Margarete Miller, if you don't know what that is, it is a challenge which Margarete has created 2 or 3 years ago. So there's actually collages for about 3 years on many different channels. She created a planner book, and on one side you do the collaging and on the other side you can do the planning for the week. But most of the YouTube videos that I've seen, we just do the collaging part, not so much the planning. Yeah, I'm not much of a planner and I don't write in journals, although I probably should, so that I can keep track of what I'm doing on YouTube. Anyway, there's lots of things we should do we don't always do. There's links in my description box for the Margarete Miller collage assignments, so lots of collaging. And yeah, so, and they come with the hashtag 2022CWP10. So if you want to look at all of the videos that have done this one, just type in hashtag 2022CWP10. Although because the hashtags were wrong for a period of for the first few weeks, some people were still using the old hashtag or the wrong hashtag, which is hashtag 2022 planner 1. So you will find some of the videos for the earlier ones under planner 1. But I've actually been trying to tell everybody, I told someone the other day that they still were using the old hashtags, so she's now changed it so that all her videos, I forget who that was, sorry. I try to look at all of the Margarete Miller and videos, and if I notice them using the wrong hashtag, I'll let them know so that they can all be together in one happy little playlist or hashtag list. So okay, so this is, we have to move faster as we go through the year, otherwise we'll be at the beginning bit forever. 8, 9, oh, it's cute, I like it. Could have done that also for my collage challenge. It sort of also goes with the green for shabby chic collage challenge. So if you haven't seen the February collage challenge, there's a playlist for that in my, I might link it in my description box, and then it's easy to find. And there's also a playlist for the collage challenge for March, which that one also fits because it's medieval. I could have done this for either shabby chic green in February or medieval orange in March. Oh, that's funny, I just realized that. Cute. So, but anyway, but this was 2022 CWP9, which was inspired by a fairy tale, so lots of sort of common elements there. 10 is completely different. So for 10 we have a hat, something that represents transportation, stamping in a non-black ink, numbers, a hometown, whatever that means to you, and the bonus is geometric shapes. Okay, so let's have a look. So I liked this one because it's saying hometown. I used to have a red bike like that and ride my bike. It had a basket, probably never had any yellow flowers in it, but I had a red bike like that. It reminds me of me with long brown hair that I had. Never had a hat like that, but anyway, that's the hat. There's also this stamp, which has got a hat, she's nurses, and has a bike in it. And these are Australian stamps that I bought to give away. In that big box of stamps, I also found some other transportation. So I found, going through the box, I actually found some more stamps that I had never seen before. I've not seen that one. There's not many of those. There's that one that's got bikes in it. There's a train. I'd seen that one before. Another train. So I've got a bunch of stamps. And then the other thing for hometown, we do get kookaburras sometimes, not a lot, but we do get them. And we used to get kangaroos a fair bit, but due to development there's less kangaroos around, but they are still actually around just in the sort of outer suburbs of where I live. And then there's emus, but we don't get emus here other than in parks or zoos, you know what I mean. Oh, there's another transportation. So I don't know, obviously I'm not going to use all of these. And there's some more kookaburras. That's a pretty one. Haven't got many of those. Oh, another car. Oh, another train. So these were all, I found all of these in my, oh, there's another hat. Cool. Okay, and they're just decorative ones. So they were kind of like hats and transportation, and they were postage stamps that, as I say, that I've got all these Australian vintage stamps. They're from the sort of 80s. So, would you like a pop-up giveaway? Should I do it now or do it later? So I've actually sorted this. Usually I just grab a bundle and I shove them in. But actually this one, because I was sorting through the all the stamps. I mean, I've shown you the box. Some of you won't have seen the box from last year. Well, it was in a box last year. Now it's in a tin. So I had these 2 huge bags of stamps, and I've still got a whole heap. There's just, and so what I do is I go through, you know, looking for nice Australian stamps. I might put that one in too. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've picked out as many different ones as I can. Sometimes there's a couple of duplicates, but basically I just went through and picked out all the pretty ones and all the ones that are sort of meaningful to Australia, or yeah, anyway. So what I've done is I've made a packet of stamps. Some of them I just grabbed a bundle and put them in a bag. So these ones I actually sorted for you. In order to win this little bag, all you have to have done in the past is commented on videos. And all I need to do is go to a video sometime in January, February or March. I haven't decided. So I'll go to a Margarete Miller video. I'll see if I can find one that we use postage stamps. Oh, let's have a look through. Let's have a look through and choose which video. So I'm going to go by the picture rather than anything else. So which one have we used postage stamps in, if any? There's one there. So there's that one. You can go to the lavender video. That might be it, because I don't know that I've used postage stamps anywhere else. Nope. Oh yeah, there's one there, but that wasn't an Australian one. That was I don't know where I got that, but it's beautiful. So I used one of the Australian stamps on here, and I had that for possibly today if I'm doing a purplish type theme. So I will go to the lavender video and do the comments and do a random comment from the lavender video. So that was week 3. Okay, it's too late for you to go comment now though. So basically to enter in these pop-up giveaways, you just need to comment on the videos that are from January, February and March this year. And you never know if your name will be pulled out for a random prize. As I say, the stamps are often in giveaways because I bought them specifically to give away. We'll try to get on with the collage so that we don't annoy people who aren't here for the giveaways. So these are all the stamps that could be used. Also, I might use these as my geometric shape, rectangles and squares, because I'm not too sure that I want to. Anyway, we'll see. But that might be my shapes. Stamping in non-black ink, numbers. So I think I'll probably stamp numbers, or I might have some numbers. Oh yeah, I've got these numbers, and I thought this was fun. But it's got numbers on it, and also these tools are what we use to create geometric shapes. So I quite liked the idea of that. I like the idea of it. I don't know if it fits my collage. There's the other stamp. Hometown, whatever that means to you. So I live in WA, Western Australia, broadly the Perth region. So that's our capital city of our state. Then I come from south of Perth in a little, well, it's not that little, a place called Rockingham. That's the broad sort of area. I live in a suburb of Rockingham. So Rockingham is what I consider to be my hometown as an overall, you know, I've lived here for 50 years. Can't get much more hometown than that. More than 50 years now. When I think about Rockingham, what is it that we have in Rockingham? So we have a lot of seagulls. Not those seagulls as such, but this just happened to me in my basket, and I'm sort of trying to use up things in my basket rather than cut more things out. So every time you go to the beach or to the parks at Rockingham, and you know, it's a big common thing to go to the foreshore and get fish and chips and sit there on the grass under the trees, and there's always a bunch of seagulls and the kids love to run around and chase them, and they've been there for ever. And so seagulls at the beachfront is something that I equate with Rockingham, and Rockingham Beach is very much like this, very shallow sort of safe water. So the other thing, oh, and this is a postcard from a long time ago that I found in my personal collection. This is Safety Bay. This is on the other side of Rockingham. So you've got Rockingham on this side and we've got a huge point coming out. I'll show you a map to explain. It could be very boring. Skip ahead if you don't want to know about Rockingham, but since it's hometown, we're going to talk about my hometown. Okay, so this is a really old vintage map. A lot of maps don't show Rockingham, and I get annoyed because Rockingham was fairly important in the development of Western Australia. It was a port that there was a point, so the trees would get cut down out here at Jarrahdale. Oops, drawing on it. And then they would go out to the train line at Rockingham, and then there was a little sort of port in the old days, and that would take the trees out. That was a long, long, long time ago. Anyway, but since then it just became a kind of an emigration point. A lot of development went on in the land around Rockingham, and they encouraged people from the UK and other countries, but particularly the UK, they advertised a lot in the 60s for people in the UK to emigrate to Australia, and one of the places they pushed people to was Rockingham. And so Rockingham was just full of English migrants. Growing up in school, I didn't know any Australians. There was only English people in our area because the suburb I lived in was just full of POMs. We call them POMs for Americans who don't know that phrase. It stands from the old phrase of prisoners of Mother England. And yeah, we just all call pommies, and we just totally accept that these days. Some people used to get offended by the phrase, but what's to get offended about? We're not prisoners, we're not convicts. We came out by choice, but it's just a term of endearment that we're called pommies, and if we complain a lot, whinging pommies. So anyway, I digress. It might be a digressing one. They got me talking about my hometown, and this is a really old map. So where I am in relation to the whole of Western Australia, which you can't see because this map's not small enough. Perth's down here in the southwest, sort of the beginning of the southwest corner of the country. If I come across a map of Australia, I'll show you where Lee is. So that's, this is older than my era. So that's a really old map. So I don't think I can bear to cut it up. So I just showed you the map. Now, what else do I think about hometown? So we've got beaches, we've got seagulls. A big common thing that we do at Rockingham when we go to the foreshore is we nearly always buy an ice cream. And I remember walking down to Rockingham when I was a kid and getting, popsicles or lolly bags and that kind of thing. And so there's 2 ice creamery shops down there, which pretty much, if I go for a walk down there, I'll grab an ice cream. So that reminds me of my hometown. What else? We've got these flowers, which are common in Western Australia, and these flowers, which apparently this is our emblem, the floral emblem of Western Australia. It is the kangaroo paw, and this flower is fairly common, a bottle brush. So I found these pages in the bottom of my basket. I don't know where they came from. We don't see them now, because there's been so much development. The kangaroos have been relocated. And these sayings are common for Australia, various places. So the lucky country, the great outdoors, life is good. Another day in paradise is actually more towards Queensland, where Lee comes from. One of their favourite sayings is beautiful one day, perfect the next, because they get very, well, apart from recently, they get very perfect weather. But if you've seen the news, Lee's area, although I have checked on Lee numerous times, and apart from her leaky roof, she's not flooded like half of Queensland and New South Wales are. So that's, their catchphrase, another day in paradise, is not actually currently applicable, but yeah, they have these kinds of events. They've had floods previously, but these floods are the worst they've ever had in history, in Australian history. So they're, it's quite huge. I don't normally comment on natural disasters, COVID, all the awful things that are going on in the world. I will sort of explain why. I sort of think that there's plenty of avenues for us to find the news. I watch the news currently all the time, about COVID and about the floods and Ukraine, obviously. Anything major, I kind of wanted to, I've tried to sort of say this in other videos, but I ended up deleting it because I didn't explain myself well, and I'm sorry if this is, you know, boring, but I just wanted to explain once, probably on one of my more busier videos, why I don't mention, you know, current affairs, religion, politics, natural disasters, because there's been so, well, there's been so many. If you were to mention them all, you'd obviously have a video full of this kind of chat, which I just sort of think that it's nice to come to a crafting channel, watch the video, and it's a bit of escapism. It's like reading a book. It's like watching your chosen choice of a TV program, a made up one. You know, it's our escapism. We can't, you know, I've been watching the news about Ukraine every day the last week, and I ended up thinking about it all the time. It's in my thoughts, and I just do get emotionally affected. Anyway, we're not going to go into that because I will just get emotional. So that's why, you know, I don't mention it, because I just think it's nice to have a video where we don't have to think about it, and you know, to create some positivity to counteract the negativity that's going on, you know, over there. Anyway, let's get on with the video. I just wanted to, you know, to point out that I'm not uncaring and unfeeling or ignoring the plight of people around the world. I just choose to make the videos not about that. And I also think that if, you know, someone watches the video in a year's time, they don't want to hear all about COVID or natural disasters if we've, you know, moved on from that. Okay, so there's a few pictures there that I could use, the Jolly Swag Man, but, you know, I want sort of to choose pictures that relate to me and perhaps my area. So I quite like this one, and I like the kangaroos, because we get a lot of kangaroos and we get a lot of parrots, or at least we used to. And then I wanted to have a focal point, so I did pick this out, but it looks like it might be a bit too big. Beautiful birds. These ones happen to come from, they're only found in southwest Western Australia. Not that I get them in my garden, because I don't remember seeing these beautiful purple plumes. You know, you get certain pockets of birds that turn up in certain suburbs. I don't think we get these, but seeing as I come from the southwest of Western Australia and these birds are only found there, I thought that was quite apt. You know, it's got the forget their real name, not allowed to call them what they're called now, what they used to be called, but they're the local trees that grow here in Australia and nowhere else, and of course the gum nuts and the gum leaves. Shall I sing that song? No, I won't. Home amongst the gum trees. Okay, well, not where I live personally, but near me. The other thing that's common or particular to Western Australia, as opposed to the eastern states, is we get the sunsets over the ocean. So I thought that was really pretty. It's been in my stash for a while. It's not of Australia, I don't suppose. I just liked it, and I thought, well, maybe I can use that. Now, in the Rockingham area and all along the coast, really, fishing boats and boating is very popular. It's quite big here. We were going to have a marina in our local area, but it's either cancelled or gone on hold, I don't know what. And, you know, this is a really old-fashioned sort of English fishing boat. So I don't know, and that's also a form of transportation, so that may get a look in to symbolise the fact that we're a boating community. You would think that I might have lots of pictures and things of Rockingham, but I don't. I should have kept the Chronicles of Rockingham that comes out monthly or 2 monthly or something, and it's like a little brochure, but I don't keep it. I should have. So another iconic thing for Western Australia is the black swan. Now, this postcard is another old postcard sent to me in 1982, but it's from Victoria. Yes, Ballarat, Victoria. It's Lake Wendouree. But if I used this, I would take the tree line off and just have the swans, because the black swans, you know, Swan River is named after the black swans. I also have this card which was sent to me in Happy Mail, which has black swans on it, and then this is Australian wildflowers card. Thinking that it might be a kind of a purplish colour scheme, because I've got that. So I do like the sunset, and I do like the lollipops and the ice creams, and we've got that sunset or sunrise. And we've got some purple in the parrot. And this one, I like the kangaroos. The kangaroos is one I like because I remember visiting my parents' place, and always having to watch out for the kangaroos. So I think what I'm trying to do is to choose images that stir up memories for me. And although these are, you know, pictures of Australia, it's not my local area. I've never lived on an Australian farm. The boat has a maroon colour. I'm going to say no to the green. Oh my goodness, got too much stuff. Leave that one out. Don't like that. Don't like that. That's too pretty and sparkly. The car doesn't match anything here. I do like this because it reminds me of me. We can pick the favourite ones out of those easily. That's not West. Oh, it's got the black swan on it. Oh, maybe. And I don't know if I want black and white kangaroo. Okay, thinned it down a little bit. Alright, just open the window. Hopefully there's not too much noise going on. It's Sunday, so there might be some noise. Alright, so, but my favourite piece is this. So let's put this on the page and see how much we know. It's got Lorna Jane at the bottom, so I'm going to try to get rid of that. Okay, so we've got that. Oh, I think I might fussy cut all those out and use them around the page. They just look like fun, and they just remind me of being a kid. And we used to have icy poles that we would freeze in the freezer, you know, like our own, and make our own popsicles. And of course I love to get a single cone. Yum. I'm not sure that one, I don't think I want that. I'm gonna have to do something else with shapes. Could go there maybe. So we'll just pop this behind so that we can sort of see that, well, that's where it might fit if we cut him out on his own. Just have the purple one, or we could have him in the sky. And then we have our boat. So let's tear that out. Okay, and we've got our bike. So I don't know, I might like over there. I like to sort of, used to love walking on the beach. I don't do it much now, but it's like the young version and the older version of me. I mean, she's still a lot younger than me, but you know, it doesn't matter. I do remember being both those ages. And so this one with the black swan, just whether, see, we don't get black swans in Rockingham, so I'm going to say no to that. We get seagulls, seagulls and parrots. The wildflowers I quite like. I'll just put it there for now, in case I want to have that in. And then postage stamps. So probably no to the train. Quite like that because of the, well, that's transport. It's got Paris on it, so no. No to those. All the ones I don't use in this project are going to go in the giveaway. The giveaway of postage stamps. I like this one because of the purple, so I'm going to use that. Blinky Bill, I love it, but we don't have koalas. Butterflies, yeah. Maybe. That's really pretty. Thinking of You, Australia. Thinking of You. I like that one, and I'm going to use that. It's not much, but as my ode to thinking of the people around the world who are struggling, and the people in Queensland and New South Wales that are also struggling, and everyone in Europe who's worried, and the Ukrainians. Anyway, see, this is what I mean. I get emotional. So that's why I usually can't talk about it. But because I mentioned it in the video, I'm going to have that Thinking of You for them. Kookaburras, we do get kookaburras. I like the colours in that. Kangaroos. It's 2 kookaburras. So we'll say no to the old car. Pink hat's cute because it matches. Oh, we haven't got a hat, so we've got that hat. Quite like the pink hat idea. We don't really get emus here. Well, we do have train. No, not really. Nurses. This is the centenary of district nurses. And a bike with a hat, but it's nothing to do with my childhood, so I'm going to say no. Or my hometown for me. And no. So there you go. Those ones I'm not using. So these ones, one of them is a faux stamp. I'm going to take the faux stamp out. That one. So all those stamps that I'm not using are going in the giveaway bag. It's just easier to put them in there than it is to put them back in the tin. We'll do the giveaway a little bit later because I don't want to move all my things. Probably do it, might do it at the end. Yeah, I think we'll do it at the end so that I don't have to move all my goodies out of the way. All right, so I've got things. I'm not saying they're going there. I'm just putting them on there and seeing how big they are and whether they fit in and whether the colour matches. Next, I don't think I'm going to go with the country windmill, so no to that country windmill. I wouldn't mind some words. I know it's a bit like Lee's. Lee used some words and I thought it was really nice, so copying Lee. Seeing as there's some Australian sayings, well, not sayings, but oh, memories of a lifetime. Let's do that. There we go. Because a lot of these are memories of my life in my hometown. So let's do that. Perfect. Haven't got anything that says Rockingham, but that's okay. Well, she's got that thing there. I might have to just put something over the top of it. I can't really, it won't be a rectangle if I do that. Memories of a lifetime. I might have to just put some stamps over that. So we'll have that as our phrase. Good. Oh, we have to do some stamping. Stamping in non-black ink. Oh, okay. I better get the ink out, I think, to remind me, otherwise I'll forget. What else have we forgotten? Numbers. All right, we've got numbers in the stamps, geometric shapes. We're using rectangles. And there's kind of like geometric shapes in here. There's lots of cones. I know it's a bit, and there's rectangles. So that's what we're doing. All right, colour. What colour should we have? I always like my gold, but we've used gold everywhere. Don't know if I want to ink it. Purple I've got. Imperial blue it says, but I think it's purple. I've got these giant numbers. Okay, next I'm going to photocopy. I'm going to fussy cut these. Back in a moment. Okay, so I like these ones because they match the colour scheme of the pink and purple theme. This one's a bit reddish, but we might be able to make it work. I'm not sure. And yes, she's got red in here, so that's fine. But I've taken away these stamps because, I don't know, they don't seem to work. I'll just put them to the side, but if I don't use them, they'll go in there. They'll go in the packet. Alright, so now I've got to decide where these all go. And I'm going to have to cut that parrot out because I'm going to need to stamp in the background. I do like, I've just forgotten the name of the trees, the name we're supposed to call it, grass trees. I do like the grass trees and the gum nuts, so I might just have to cut out that I might have to tear this one. Well, I'll tear it to start with and then see how we go. It's just all the rest is not torn, so we've got him. I don't know, and now I might feel like I might like it this side. I like the idea of that straight piece going to the edge of that page there. And she's kind of like walking into the page too. I thought I'd put the Queen. I like her pink hat, and it's just colours match. I wanted to cover up the small part of that, but I think she's about 95 years old, so I'm going to leave that for the as part of the numbers. I think she's around about 94 or 95. I'm going to leave that part in, so let's just stick that on. It didn't quite cover it up anyway, so I thought, oh well, I might as well leave the 95 out. Okay. Maybe I should have inked it first. I always do that. Oh my goodness me. So it says stamping in a non... So I can't do stenciling. Well, I mean, I can do it, but I've got to stamp something as well. I prefer stenciling. My stamping ability is not great. So that might go up there. And I may hold it down with a lollipop. Why not? Just one lollipop maybe. I like that because it looks like the sunset. That's so cute. Okay, let's just ink up these. It's going to be a bit of an unusual one today, I think. I feel. So we said, do we say no to those? No, we said yes to those, even though they're different. And I'll probably make it a bit smaller. I'm going to take off that ending, the end bit, so just take it right up to his tail, her tail. Okay, and maybe That one looks like he's spoiling for a fight, which they do that sometimes. If they start rearing up high, run. I don't think they'll chase you most of the time, but I was once a long time ago petting a kangaroo at a wildlife park. I was in my 20s up in Perth. It's gone now, that wildlife park, but I was petting this kangaroo and it seemed friendly, but she had a joey, and you know, you can't touch the joey, and she starts punching me, boxing me. Okay, very wary about kangaroos after that. They're usually okay, but yeah, if they've got joeys, probably best to not touch the joey. Now there is the man across the road's having a pool party, I think, so there might be some music in the background or noise. But it's too hot for me to close the window. I either have to leave the window open or I have to put the fan on. It's one or the other. Alright, well, we've got this big white spot there. Oh, that's going here. Seems a bit strange having an ice cream, but I'm not sure about this one now. It's got those glossy leaves. They always, yeah, don't know who won that one. Oh, I don't know about that one. So yellow is, oh, maybe we can do yellow. How can I get blue in? Yellow and blue are the colours of Ukraine. Can we get, I need some blue. And pink for peace. I've got this card too. I don't know that they're Australian. Well, they kind of are. This looks like a parrot. Okay, well, that's my blue and yellow for Ukraine. I don't know if it's the exact right blue, but put the fan on and close the window. I'm not sure I like the kangaroos. Rockingham is more about the coast, I have to say. Got lots of beaches. Known. That's the main reason people come to Rockingham, is for the beach. Right, I found some stamps. So I'm going to do it all over. Right. This, I couldn't get this off the acetate, so I'm just going to leave it on. Nothing I can do about that. And it's just a text stamp, which I forgot I had. It's in tiny writing. It's got some plants in the middle, so. Oops, upside down, doesn't matter. Don't know what it's kind of for. It's just to get rid of the blank. So anyway, it's just going to go all around the edge now, because that's what I've done. I don't seem to be able to do it randomly and not, because I see these white spaces and I think, well, what am I going to put in that white space? I don't know. I'm purple. So I'm going to change it a little bit, because I'm going to add these ink spots, which I also forgot I had. I've got my ink stencil that I normally use, but I forgot I have these ink blotches. Let's just see what they're like. I'll do them in the middle. Make sure I like it first, where it's going to be covered up. Oh yeah, I like that. Don't know what it signifies, it's just a bit of fun. Yeah, breaks up that text, doesn't it? Let's do it that way. Yeah, I think it just breaks up that, all the text stuff, and you won't be able to see much of it because it will be covered up with images. Just cleaning off the ink pad. the stamp pad. Leave that onto there for the moment. Let's just see how that. Oh, a butterfly die. Hello. Alright, let's try this. Let's try half yellow and half blue. Now I'm going to do it in the middle in case I don't like it. So no matter how long the winter, spring is sure to follow. I just think that, you know, that's, unfortunately they're going through winter at the moment, and the harshest winter they've probably ever seen. let's hope that spring is not far away and things change. Don't know how much of it's going to be seen. Not much. Well, the idea of it's there, so that's that sentiment. Sort of a bit green where it crosses over, but in there. Okay, so we've got different colours of ink. Right, we still need numbers. What number shall we have? Well, let's do 1961 as the year I was born. 1. And let's do 1968, which is the year I came to Australia. Cool. It's fine. Oh, doesn't matter. I can get it all in. Sure, we won't be able to see it. All right, we have numbers. I might take a bit off. A bit more off the sky, a bit more off the side, just to make it a bit smaller, and we'll get a little bit more of the stamping. It's going to go there. We might have these down here because they look kind of funny on that picture anyway. Let's put them up here with the flowers. I like that. Thinking of you. No, memories of a lifetime. Okay. And what's the ice cream? Thinking of you is going with. Going to go down here with the spring is sure to follow, hopefully. Hopefully, ice cream. I like the ice cream here. Got these, which I never thought I would ever use. It's not really my thing, but sort of blue and yellow, and that's the beach. I can't think of any other time I'd use it, so I'm going to put that in there. I used to get on the beach and build sandcastles, so maybe. So I don't think the boat's getting a look in. So it's a little bit of a hodgepodge, isn't it? And we've got to decide what to do with the background over here. Oh, well, we've got this strip. Might have to use these somehow, or two, put those back in the bag. And an ice cream. Maybe we'll have one ice cream over here. I still don't like that one. It's possibly going to be a bit thick. I might have to take the puffy thing out. Take that puffy thing off. It's a lot more flatter now, and it's got the handle. Do I want the handle? Double? Or that one? I think just that one's fine. Same with this. Let's take the puffy off. Alright, well, let's start gluing some things down. We're going to start with the purple background. Okay, and okay, and then quite like the idea of that going up there to match the sunset. A bit strange, but let's try that. The thing's going down here on the beach. I think, well, let's just put the other pieces back to make sure. Maybe under here. I don't know. Ice cream cone. It seems a bit strange, but it's a bit of a strange collage, isn't it? I've got this. It's going up here. I'll put that down. Now, quite like this. Just thought I might break up the text a bit, the stamping, and it matches this, and it's blue and yellow. Okay, we're going to stick these down. I want it to see this card. So these are my rectangles, geometric shapes. Sorry about that yet. Oh, and an ice cream. This doesn't really go with that, but it's just part of the summer thing. Bit strange. Bit odd. I just want her sitting there. I haven't even looked up to see what it looks like. I've just been sticking stuff down. I'm just going with how I feel, not so much how it looks. I'm not sure whether that's going to fit in now. Leave that for now and put the girl on. So the jaunty angle. Okay, all right, it's a bit of a jumble, a bit random. That's how I feel at the moment. I'm going to put that there just because I can, and I like the sandcastles. I used to remember playing sandcastles. Actually, I remember in England because I would have been a bit older here. I remember building sandcastles in the UK. I just think that's cute. Alright, let's decide on that, and we'll put this over here. I don't like that bit of inking. So the kookaburras might get a look in after all. Oops, to ink around them. Everything else is inked, so okay. Alright, let's see if we can make something out of what's left of these pieces. Got to stamp the background before we put anything down. Ink splotted. Okay. It's a bit of a weird collage over there, but I don't mind it. It's again a jumble of mess. So this one's been more about how I feel at the moment, not, as I say, what I would normally do, where I make sure it's aesthetically pleasing and looks good in the camera and all that sort of stuff. No, I haven't even looked. Can't remember where that goes. Oh no, I liked this underneath the kangaroos. What else can we put on here? It's hodgepodge. So On this side we've got transportation, stamping in non-black ink. I haven't got any numbers yet. 4 is my favourite number. Don't know why anymore, but it always was. And it's currently 2022. Let's just do a 2. Two 2s. Yeah, let's do some 2s over here. And 4. Yeah. Let's try and get that 2 in there. Okay. Right, we'll just do 2 2s. Okay. I just like that handle. I don't know why. Let's see if we can get a handle on things. I don't know. All right. Oh, this one, I like this one. I didn't like it before. Now I do. I don't know why I changed my mind. That is that is one hodgepodge collage. I don't think I've ever done a collage like that before. I see all sorts of symbolism in it though. I think it was quite, you know, what you might call cathartic. I just want to integrate this a little bit by having that go around and onto both of it. Yeah, that's better. And the same with this one. Sometimes I think I should stamp after, and sometimes I don't want to. So I don't want to go on the thing too much. Let's just cover this up. Let's go onto the bird a little bit. Yep, there we go. All right. Yes, it is a. It's definitely a hodgepodge of something, but I think I like the picture. It's like the rest of it is like, for me, it's symbolizing a jumble of thoughts, a jumble of ideas, a cross between the peace and tranquility, I guess, that's here at home, here in WA for the most part. I mean, there's a few, you know, obviously political dramas always going on, but we don't worry about those too much. But it's the juxtaposition, I think, between how I want to feel and what it's like here, living here in WA, compared to what's going on in the rest of the world. And although, I don't know, I just feel that this side is all kind of like a jumble, but in the middle, the only place I can find peace is within me. Okay, so a bit of a weird one for me today. I'll leave it there. I'm not going to pour out all my thoughts and feelings any more than I already have. Yeah, I'm not too sure if it's a good one or not. It's just the way it came out. So this is how I felt today. Some of it is, you know, really good, nice, happy memories from my past, and some of it is the current situation, what's going on now, and, you know, a bit of remembrance to Ukraine. Look at that little shaker thing. So I'll point out all of the elements to see how they fit in with the prompts. So we have 2022 CWP10, a hat on the Queen, on the girl. Yep. And something that represents transportation. We've got the bike and the bike. Yep, bicycles. And stamping in non-black ink is everywhere in the background. Hometown. So we get a lot of sunsets here in WA. We've got Australian stamps. I've got lollipops and ice creams that we used to go down to the Rockingham foreshore to go down there and, you know, eat ice creams. We get a lot of parrots. They're not particularly those ones. Well, that is a West Australian parrot. We don't get those ones locally, but we've got local grass trees, Australian gum nuts and gum leaves, kookaburras, the beach, surfing, as I say, ice creams, Australian stamps, Australian wildflower cards, Australian kangaroos over here, more ice creams. So, but the sunset was something that I, you know, really like here in WA. And so I chose Memories of a Lifetime as my memories, as I've sort of gone back in time, thinking about the 50 years that I've lived here in WA. And then also, normally, yeah, the Queen being her Jubilee year, I think she's 95 this year. She's wearing a hat and she's pink, she matches. So she got a look in this time. She often gets put to the side. So the Queen made it in this time. So that's hometown. And then geometric shapes, I just used all the shapes that I could that were rectangular, and so I kept them, everything as rectangular as possible, although I tore these. But anyway, that was how I was feeling over here. And numbers I missed, so I've stamped numbers all over the place. 1968, 61, 2022, 4, they're all numbers that mean something to me. A little bit of these flowers and cards are blue and yellow, blue and yellow, blue and yellow. There's even blue and yellow over here. So yeah, some blue and yellow as my ode to Ukraine and what's going on over there. So that's just how I felt today. Hopefully it won't be like this every time I come on. I'll go back to being, yeah, not mentioning disasters, COVID, and world events, because I like to keep this. I like to keep my channel and my videos, you know, stress free. But it seems I had to let off some steam today, and so this hodgepodge mess is how I feel. Is what I wanted to put down. And that's how I want to feel. What can I say? All right. Oh, and okay. So now I'm going to clear everything away, close the book, and we are going to give away the postage stamps, because I put all the stamps I didn't use back in the envelope, which wasn't that many in the end. I used, I don't know, there's a few went in there. Anyway, these are the postage stamps I'm giving away. Just a little packet of them. So let's get the computer out and see who's won. Sorry, I found the video. So this is the one we said we would do, the lavender one. I have to keep looking up just to make sure it's not glary. So we're doing the lavender one. We're going to copy that. And at the moment there's 215 comments. The last comment was sort by newest first. Oh, that's pinned, that's right. So the last one was a month ago. So no new comments. So that means, you know, everyone's had plenty of time to comment on this video. Pick on that. Scroll down, right click on here. When you do it 2 days in a row, it gets quicker and easier. Filter duplicates, get YouTube comments, get rid of the ads. 80's more than last time. We had 60 last time, I think. But yeah, so it takes away all the ones where I replied. All right, all we have to do is click start. So good luck, everybody. Tammy Freeman. Well done, Tammy. You have won the stamp. So I went to Lee's channel and watched it. It was really beautiful. Yes. If you haven't checked out Lee's channel, this must have been a video where I promoted, oh yes, because the lavender one, I had copied one of, not copied, but I had used one of Lee's videos as an inspiration. I'd forgotten that. It was her Take 5 art, and so I said to everybody, check out Lee's channel. This is the video I've used as my inspiration. And so that's when you you guys, was that only a month ago? Wow. It seems a lot longer, doesn't it? Anyway, that was when, yeah, we started doing our collaboration, and must have been longer than that. Anyway, I don't know. But anyway, she went to, thank you Tammy, you went to Lee's channel and watched it, and it was really beautiful. It usually is. So yes, check out Lee's channel. So she's done the Margarete Miller already for today, and the collage channel. Oh my goodness, the collage challenge is hard to say. We have the collage challenge. We've done February and March, so Lee has done, of course, videos for those. And our doodle challenge is coming up the 16th of. The collage challenge is the beginning of the month. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and the doodle challenge is the third Wednesday of the month. So there's, you know, the kind of like 2 weeks in between each challenge. Because some people are going to do both challenges. Speaking of the collage challenge, because those videos are already out, do check out the playlist below, because we have got 23 videos now. So if you haven't checked it lately, you can either look for them through the hashtag 2022 Collage Challenge March, MAR, or you can click on the playlist and it will take you to all the videos, and down the bottom you'll see all the more recent ones. And of course you'll be able to see which ones you've already watched, and click on the ones that you haven't seen, because there should be some new ones that you probably haven't seen yet. And also for February there's a new one that came in as well, which I've added to the playlist. And watch out for the doodle challenge coming up at the end of, coming up 16th of March. Anything else to tell you? We've done the giveaway. Tammy, you need to comment below that you've seen the giveaway and know that you've won, and also please send me an email with your address and then I can post it out to you. Thank you Tammy. Thank you very much everyone for subscribing, commenting and liking. You guys are awesome, and you showed how awesome you are when you went to visit Dee's crafty place the other day when I mentioned it. It was on, I don't know, my giveaway video, I think. So those of you who obviously you're watching this channel, so you probably watch all of the Margarete Miller challenges. You know that Dee was doing Margarete Miller last year, but she hasn't been able to keep up to the weekly challenges this year due to the fact she's not feeling well and is not well. So I had mentioned on my giveaway video to pop over to visit Dee, because she's doing a 1,000 subscriber giveaway and is going to finish making this kind of a folder, like ephemera folder, and then she's going to give it away. So now that thank you to my subscribers who went to visit Dee, she's now made it to the 1,000 subscribers. So last time I looked, or last time she mentioned it, it was 1,009 or something like that. I'm sure it's more than that now, I haven't checked. So thank you everyone who went over, and if you were already subscribed but you popped over and you commented and said you know, get well soon and all that kind of thing. So thank you so much. So yes, thank you to everybody for doing that. Yeah, anything else? No, this video is going to be super long, so I'm going to have to try to chop out some stuff. So I apologize if it might be a little bit disjointed, but I did sort of talk a lot at one stage, so I might have to take some of that out, and I will have to speed up the gluing part because the video is going to be too long. So I apologize. It's a bit of a disjointed, strange one today. All right, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.